All right, welcome to The Explainer. Today, we're diving into a quiet revolution that's happening in wearable tech. It's happening right under our noses. Well, more like on them. And it's all about a device you probably think you already know, smart glasses.
So, when I say smart glasses, what's the first thing that pops into your head? For pretty much everyone, it's one brand, right? Meta's Ray-Bans. They look cool, they're all over your social feeds, and it really feels like they've cornered the market.
But here's the thing. The real story isn't about their success. It's about a massive, fundamental flaw in how they think about this technology. A kind of blindness to what these glasses could really be for. And it's a weakness that others are starting to exploit in a huge way. To really get what's going on, we first have to take a look at Meta's position at the top of the food chain and what that actually represents. Okay, so let's break this down. Meta has absolutely nailed the stylish camera-first wearable. You've got that deep integration with Instagram and WhatsApp, the video stabilization is just incredible, and the whole thing is built from the ground up for creators, people who want to capture their lives and share them. At its core, it's a really, really good hands-free camera. But while Meta's been laser-focused on capturing your life, a completely different philosophy has been quietly taking shape. And this one isn't about recording your world. It's about actively enhancing it. And this slide just lays out the two competing visions perfectly. On one side, you've got Meta's social capture model, which is all about recording. And on the other, you have this utility-first model from companies like Lenovo and Rokid, which is all about giving you information in real time to make you more productive. So that gets us to the heart of the matter. Just because you can record your entire day doesn't mean you know any more or that you're any more effective. It turns out the real value might be somewhere else entirely. All right, so let's get to the fun part. Let's see how this massive difference in philosophy shows up in the actual hardware. Because the differences are, well, they're radical. First step, something that seems really simple but is a huge engineering challenge. Weight. These Chinese innovators have hit a target of just 38 grams. Now that's more than 20% lighter than Meta's glasses, and it's a big deal. It's the difference between wearing a piece of tech and just wearing a normal pair of glasses all day long. Okay, next up, battery life. This is where things get really interesting. Rokid is squeezing out up to 12 hours of use. How? They're using a dual chip system that basically doubles Meta's average of 5 to 8 hours. This isn't a small step up. It's a huge leap for all-day usability. And right here, this is the absolute game changer. The Lenovo V1 has a 2000 nit micro LED display. That means it can literally project information right into your line of sight. We're talking real-time translation subtitles, a personal teleprompter. It turns the glasses into an actual tool. This is a feature Meta's glasses just don't have. Period. And when you just lay it all out side by side, the difference is it's stark. I mean, look at the display row. You have a powerful visual tool from Lenovo, a voice-first approach from Rokid, and audio-only from Meta. The weight, the battery, who they're for. It's so clear that we're looking at two totally different types of products that just happen to look similar. But you know, this whole thing isn't just about the physical specs. The hardware is only half the story. The real secret sauce is actually happening in the software, with a much smarter and more flexible way of using AI. This is where we get to this really cool concept called agentic drift. See, Meta locks you into their own Llama AI. But these other glasses, they can switch between different AI models on the fly, ChatGPT, DeepSeek, whatever, to pick the absolute best tool for the specific job you're asking it to do. So what does that actually look like in the real world? Okay, imagine this. You see a sign in a language you don't recognize. You just ask your glasses to translate it. Instead of just using one AI, the device intelligently picks the best AI model for that specific language and context. That means you're not stuck with one AI's limitations. You get the strengths of many. And that AI flexibility unlocks even more advanced stuff, like this feature called entity mapping. So instead of the glasses just hearing a general stream of audio, they can identify that a specific person is talking and treat them as their own unique entity. This lets the AI connect information directly to them. And that is what leads to a completely different user experience. Let's go back to real-time translation. The Lenovo V1 can use that display and entity mapping to put subtitles right in your vision, like you're watching a movie. You keep that human connection. What's Meta's approach? Well, it has to play a robotic voice in your ear, which just completely shatters the natural flow of a conversation. So where does this all leave us? What does this actually mean for the future of wearable tech? Where is all of this heading?
Look, the big takeaway here isn't just about a couple of new gadgets. This is about a massive shift. We're seeing this proof of competence in hardware engineering that's built on a deep legacy of manufacturing. We're talking decades of experience that lets these companies hit targets for weight and efficiency that are still out of reach for companies like Meta. The whole market is starting to pivot away from just social capture and towards visual productivity.
And that brings us to the final, defining question for this entire category. As you think about the future, what do you really want from a device you wear on your face every single day? Do you want a camera to document your life for everyone else? Or do you want a true digital coworker for your own mind? The answer to that question won't just decide who wins this race, it's going to define our relationship with technology for years to come.